Welcome to Stock and Options Trading Unlocked.
If you want to learn how to make 6 or 7 figures a year trading 2 hours a day, this is the show for you.
We're here to talk about everything trading, weekly news, tips, and special guests to get you motivated and profitable.
Don't forget, everything you hear is opinion only and not to be considered financial advice.
Here are your hosts, Atul Patel and David Picard.
Hey everyone.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Good, and welcome all to Stocks and Options Trading Unlocked, episode 11.
Do you have a good day today?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Besides losing power?
I lost power, but I'm just frustrated because we didn't get followed through on some of the moves or trades I wanted that I was focused on. And so,
Hey Steve, how you doing?
Steve. You are here. Yeah, we had some difficulty for some reason. Had thought,
Okay.
the connection on the streaming to the YouTube didn't fire up until a little bit later. So I had to stop it and restart it.
But we hear now.
Yes, that's important. So let's see. It was an interesting day. We didn't get the follow through moves that I was looking for today. Today was just another consolidation day, in my opinion. Some names we're trying to push. Other names, like SPY was struggling to get over 415 today. So there's definitely sellers in play, but there's also buyers. So we're at a really tight range. So we should have a big move, I think, tomorrow or Monday. We got jobs numbers coming out tomorrow.
I think that's the big market's going to be dependent on that.
And there we go. Sorry, just deleting the old video so that there wasn't a confusion from that for this next time. So how was your day?
And it was good. My day was good. Traded pretty light. I'm excited for those jobs numbers. I've been really hawking and waiting for the 420, 430, and just to more look for positioning.
Yeah, that's what I think a lot of people are doing. It's like we're all just kind of waiting for that rip to get short. And it's really the right thing to do because at this point the risk reward on the upside it's definitely elevated.
Yeah, I think if we get over a certain area, I may be more confident in that further upside move. But
Yeah,
I think
I need to
now the risk reward play is when we get there looking for hopefully it being a quintessential bear market rally, right? Yeah. Which it's close to. I think essentially that would be about 15% from the swing. So if we can get there, get that nice rejection prior. Hopefully
Yep. So what's the 15% level for you?
15%?
I think we should be over 20 at this point.
You're saying where that is?
No, I'm saying at this point, I think we're up over 20% from off the lows.
You think so? Off the last 20? Let's see. I thought we were like 13%.
Well, we were at what? Through lows, we were at 360 or so?
Wow.
So pretty close. I think the low is 360, so I'm going to use that. 60 times 1.2 puts us at 432. And
that's what I'm saying. We're about
15% right now, 414. Yeah.
Right around 15%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So really
that's why hunting that, looking. But I want to see a real rejection,
Yeah.
also, right? Because we're kind of trailing towards a level where we'll have some buyers and sellers meeting. It could be a knife fight there.
Yeah, I mean, we could have we could have that, but there's a lot of potential catalysts that we have coming. We have this oh, congrats, Sin, on your 7.7% growth day. And the but we also have not just that. We have one thing I'm kind of keeping an ear on is, does China, this is the whole conspiracy stuff, does China take a page from Russian playbook? Oh, we're just doing exercises.
I mean, there's been a lot of talks about potential cyber attacks and other stuff too,
Yeah.
as a retaliation in regards to the Pelosi visit. There's
So
that. I think the jobs number is going to be
the
big,
jobs number could be
because if we rip the jobs number, that gives almost potentially could give that ammunition to, I think, aggressively hike. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, no, it can. I mean, there's so there's certain events, and then the rally right now could continue into August and mid-August, mid to late August, until the next Fed meeting, right? Net reaction to a lot of these ERs is the grind up, and it's been net bullish, and on a number of names. So
I could see it even going to 430, right? Where it kind of had that prior support in January, it's like January, February, as well as going back to October. So it could even go have a little blow off to there. Right, squeeze, essentially.
No, we could. I mean, so I don't know. When it comes to short squeezes and things, I'm always looking for things that do more than expected. So we got that. We kind of got a great example of was a name we had today, Coin. It was at 80 and it hit almost 120. Got to 116 today. Right? That's a pretty big rip. But you follow the process, and I thought commons were a lot easier. The contracts were really juiced at the beginning of the day. And so I like to really find stuff where I can get that crazy multiple. But the contracts were juiced, and I couldn't pull up the contracts fast enough after the open to get something amazing. We still had a clean trade. Yeah, Steve, I was talking about the 110, 112 area being where I was interested in the short. Possible rip into 120. If it got to 120, I was going to load the boat short, and that was roughly the plan. And yeah, so it worked out. And then I was targeting the 91 level, but then as I saw the price action develop, I was changing my target to like $86.
You were even calling out selling premium if it got that.
Oh, yeah. I was actually saying, guys,
that's how you're excited about.
Yeah, so like I was like, guys, I don't normally
this.
do this, and I was just like, if you have the ability, sell the 130 calls on coin, right? Because that's gonna jump. 130, 120. I was kind of like, guy, to me that was stupid great risk reward. Like it was basically free money.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, like anybody who wants to be buying that contract was like throwing their money away. And for us, I mean, that's like, hey, so pay attention to those. It's pretty rare that I talk about a premium sell trade, but they can be good money makers. You just sit on it and let things bleed out. It's great for days like today where everyone's expecting something to move and things aren't moving. You just sell premium, you know? So with that said, I think we're gonna have a shorter session today. So why don't we just go ahead and skip our usual agenda and move right into charts. Except you guys are gonna have to bear with me because I just realized I had to reboot. Why don't everyone post what charts they want to see or go over?
What do we want to see, guys?
Yeah, so we'll do coin. I'll take a look at MDB. Steve.
Absolutely.
Who else do we have on?
I think we should go over quite a few. Probably go over most big tech we can. One thing actually that was interesting, and I wanna, if you have a sec, I'll pick your brain on this. I was looking at Apple again. Okay. And bear with me on this. So I took a little. It was potentially a swing. I got a target one. And then I got stopped at break even previously. I'm looking at it again though, and I'm thinking if this SPY happens and comes to fruition, right? We go for 20, or even if we have a big rejection fail, Apple, if I look at it year to date, it's down about 9%. Compare that to the other big tech names. It is also, it's up 20% off that recent swing low. If you look at it, it made a huge
bummed
move.
About it because my buy for the swing was at 120. I think I said I was like off by $5.
But what I'm saying is putting it all together, right? Plus being such a big component of the S&P, NASDAQ, right? All these things. If there's a major real sell-off again, funds, everything, that's where it flows. It's gonna get hit pretty hard. I think there may be an opportunity there. What do you think about that?
No, I think Apple is definitely on my short list for shorting.
Yes, that's what exactly. I'm looking for the right place, and I think it's going to be a mark when the market does.
But I also think that there will be other.
Correct, Steve. You got it.
There's going to be other opportunities.
Super extended on the week.
Yeah. So, there's going to be opportunities on this, so it'll be fine. What else do we have? The
Thin one's HKD. I've been trying to find shares.
She's a funny gal. Very funny. There's no borrows. It's just not even worth it. If anybody's even trying to lend it to you, it could be kind of some sort of shady situation. So I would be careful. Okay, let's try this, see if this thing works okay. So we have the YouTube, and let me see if I can get the chart on here. All right, there we go. And let me just make this a little bit bigger. There we go, everyone. Okay, so we've got some charts. Let's talk about SPY. Okay, that doesn't look like SPY. There we go. That doesn't look there. God, system is running really slow today. Okay, so today we've consolidated above the range we broke out of, basically this 412, 413 area, but below the 415 key level, and it just basically pushed, failed, pushed, failed. Hey, we're gonna go psych. Like it's just consolidation chop. And when you start noticing this, sometimes the best thing to do is just leave. Right? Like it should just start working right away. And if it's not, then it's just not strong. And there'll be other trades. But, we had a nice scoop here down at the 412.50, 412.30. And a nice rip right into this VWAP. Then dipped, contracts got cheap again, pushed again to red to green, and then no follow through. And after lunch, then the contracts just bled out. So where do we go from here? What do you think, David? I'm going to bring up the hourly.
So looking at this, I mean, I think it needs to make a decision. Tomorrow, I think I'd like to actually see, depending on overnight action, but I'd like to see it actually pull in the morning and then rip towards the end of the day. Maybe just like the first 30 minutes to hour, I'm thinking of selling. And then I'd like to be able to find a nice position off maybe the 412 to 413 area. And like I said, it's going to depend on the overnight, but something like that potentially as of right now.
Yeah, it could totally work. I mean, it's been doing the way it's been moving. I personally, I kind of want to see it gap up to 420 plus at the open. And 420, 424, and then I just want to go short. I want to see the gap up reversal, flush out, establish some nice swing longs, and then to walk away. That's kind of my thought. That's the easy trade for me if that happens. Otherwise, I'm worried about more chop, that it doesn't have follow through moves. The rest of the charts are looking like they are. I mean, check out Amazon today.
I mean,
that breakout, once it broke over the ER high, right? So this is the ER high. And the next day, 3 days later, it broke that high. Came back, pulled in. This gave a nice long opportunity right here for the 140 calls at like 40 cents. And here they are today at $4, I think. Right? 10 bagger in one day. But, you got to remember 140 was 2,800. So if this wants to go back to 3,000 to 3,200, remember it was up at 3,800. So it's still quite a bit down. 150 is all within reason. If market really wants to run 420 plus, Amazon could hit that 150 tomorrow. If SPY goes to 420, I think it could do that. And I'm kind of looking for if like that comes, and then looking to maybe go short. But they were buying the dips here. They're buying this week's and next week's calls. But there wasn't much room for really great trades. I don't like this is that playing in traffic and get chopped up, right? This was kind of like one entry, maybe the entry right here as well on after VWAP. But then chop, chop, chop.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see that. I'm just the only reason I'm concerned about the gap up is because I don't know if the momentum with how much the volume's been almost lacking to get it. I feel like so that's why I feel like it'd have to be an event overnight.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I want.
It's like the blind buying. I feel like the blind buying is going to end, which we've just had with, what was it? Tesla was up almost like 40%. ES, right? The S&P's, the SPY, whatever you want to call it, it's up, what was it, 9%? All this stuff. So it's just like, it's coming, I feel like. So if we do another push, that would be for me the big, I would probably look to position actually longer term that short.
Yeah.
If we get that. I'm thinking that's a blow off. That's what I would look for.
So we did an ad hoc levels this morning. So someone gave me a heads up right around 9 o'clock about coin. And so, I quickly kind of worked up the levels and then tried to get it published by the open. And we got pretty close. I mean, it got to 112. I was off. Then I was looking for 120 to 125 as the next push if it went really nuts on the squeeze. You can see it pushed here, came down, ripped, and then broke this 106 level, and it was clean. Look at that. Once it was under this 106 right here, 106, 104, it was a sell time, and it went right to this 90 level, 90, 70 or so. So it's pretty good targeting for this. And, that's like a 20-point thing. So, this is where we're talking about like getting shares short. Might be easier than trying to hawk and deal with the mayhem on the prices for the options. But then at this point, I kind of got in and I thought this was a higher low and I got stopped. And so I didn't honor my actual stop. I don't know, dumb idiot. But then got right back in, paying a bit more. And then we targeted this to go to by end of day the 95 puts hitting $8 to $10. And sure enough, the high day was 940 and it closed right around $8 right here. So pretty good targeting. Basically you're looking for this once this kind of dropped and started coming up again, or this failed, I was kind of thinking, hey, coin could come it could go red, but I don't expect it to go red quite to just today straight, because it's got a big range and there's still a lot of people trapped on the short side, right? So I could see this do something like this and then squeeze and rip again tomorrow. And then we'll have to see what happens with that. But this whole move here on this news, I think this is just first the people who were getting short here getting smashed and they got smashed again. And then there were probably some people were like, oh, it's 80. Okay, that's enough. I think it's going to drop. And I don't know if somebody knew. I also figured somebody knew that was buying about this announcement, and then they just unloaded into that here. Yeah, maybe I don't know, but now we'll see. Now we can look for a double top lower high. Yeah, and so now I think we have an opportunity for the short side, but I want to see one more pop, maybe 106, maybe 100, 102. I just kind of want to see some selling. I want to see a sell wall come in, and then we can maybe get a short in. And then Steve's got 150 calls. It could do it if this clears up this here. It could totally do something nasty again. Let's take a look at MDB. I haven't looked at that one in a minute.
I think Mo might have mentioned.
Yeah. So when it dipped again 280, once it reclaimed 300, so it turned into 300, turned into support right here.
Yep.
And then 320 was the next resistance level, and it popped into 320, came back, and then right here earlier in the week crossed back over, and then now it's grinding. So now let's take a look at where it is on the daily. Yeah, so this is kind of in this setup now. It's looking like 360 can come, 360 to 380. And I'd maybe consider shorts again around 380 to 400, unless we get a gap up, then I'd love to go short. Yeah.
Someone's favorite setup, maybe.
I love those.
One of them.
Biggest payers. With less stress-free payers. We have MDB. We talked about coin. Let's see Tesla. So, one thing I missed is that tonight is the Tesla shareholder meeting. I don't know what's happened on it yet so far, but I'm thinking that could, whatever comes out of that could move the stock. So far, it's pushing right here. we got I was talking here based on my risk reward math that I like the 950s for $5, and they did come down to $5 to $4 here in this consolidation down here. So now let's see what happens tomorrow. If we can get over this 950, maybe if there is some news and it's positive and we do start taking this stuff out, my target is 970 to 1,000.
It looks like Sin said the split was 3-1 was approved.
Oh, it was approved. Okay.
I didn't know if it was approved or not. I think that's what it was about.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think that's what it's supposed to be about, unless there's some, other major point I don't know of. So we'll see. I'm kind of looking for that 970 to 1,000. Might take till next week. So $1,000 calls next week might be better. Way to go.
Give yourself a little time.
Yeah, instead of that. So we'll see how this does. What's next?
What else?
NVIDIA. Talk a little bit about that.
NVIDIA, AMD.
AMD was nutty today. We talked about that. If it clears 99, it's gonna go 103, 104, I think. It did. So NVIDIA pushed, dipped, double bottomed here, and slowly made its way over this 191 area. So now that may be support, overall I'm thinking 195 can come, and we may see 200 plus next week, assuming market continues to rally.
Yeah.
Right. And then overall thinking this 203, that's where I kind of I'm eyeballing for a short, 203 to 206. Okay, guys, what else do you want to see? Talk quickly about HKD while we wait.
Sure.
Hey, look, from 2,500 down back to 600. What a great short.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
I thought it would have taken maybe an extra day, though.
It'll be back at $70. It'll be back at, who knows.
Like ridiculous. It's crazy, right?
Totally ridiculous. We talked already about Apple. Tesla. So guys, this is your time. So
Cloudflare. After hours. Net. Any.
Oh, there was some. I thought I saw some.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, that's nice. I haven't seen one of those gaps in a while. That could be nice.
I'm just trying to come up with other.
Yeah, no, it's great. No, these are
everyone, guys. Come on,
70,
give us something to look at and talk about.
80. Yeah, I think this could be a nice one. It's a nice breakout. See what it does. Yeah, that looks good. Looks nice. Nice move out of the consolidation area. Let's see if we can find a dip and hold. Microsoft, I believe, has a long way to go. I mean, they had a phenomenal earning and guidance. And to me, it's a little wild that it's still under 300 while, Apple's where it's at.
Well, that's what I was looking at, like that year to date. What's Microsoft down year to date?
Yeah.
Look at it on a percentage basis. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's like that's why I'm like, selectively, if I have to choose some other risk reward opportunities to the downside, if the market tanks, Apple seems like it's going to actually be an outperformer for us.
Well, maybe. I mean, it could also be relative strength and just sticks with strength. That could be the safety trade.
I just don't see it with all the money that's just.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say, okay, well, I mean, what would it take, right? I think if China has a problem, there's some sort of manufacturing issue that develops, suddenly anything that's related to any company that has any connection with China or having dependency on China could dump hard.
Damn. We might be a short from Steve. Check it out. Trading at about 415, up about $45 today.
So Target, nice moves. I think people are expecting some good results from Target. That's what it looks like. It's got this huge gap. But what doesn't make sense to me is I thought they guided poorly, and that's why we had this big drop. Or no, this was their last ER. And then down in here, there was Walmart. Maybe it was at Walmart's guidance actually.
Walmart was.
Yeah, and
It was
that
Walmart.
took this down. Either this leg or this leg took Target down. Now it's kind of coming back, so we'll see. But it's got a huge gap here to start moving into. EPAM. Ooh. Yeah, so if it fills here, I mean, if this is a result of this ER, and it looks like it's had a run up in the ER, the question is really, what's changed in their business? I don't know anything about the company. And it looks really bullish. And this, this 420, 450, 470 area seems like a decent spot for a short. I mean, also from their ER, so they had this, but you can see how this was a sold candle, pop and sold and broke the lows, filled the gap. Here, this is showing straight strength. So I think that could be also partly market related right here. But I think we can take a look. I mean, if it dips 410 and holds tomorrow again, risk versus 405, maybe this can go to 420 plus 440, 450. This could be right. So if you get the 420 calls for $2 or less, might be a good risk reward.
There's not weeklies on this.
So
this will be you're not going to get those cheap bets on this one, just to put it out there.
Okay.
I mean, you might, but you'll have to go pretty out the money.
Yeah. Then
you're looking about 15 days out at the monthly August 19s. I mean, 450s, and there's a wide spread on them.
Yeah.
These are real low volume options.
Comments would probably be the better way to go on this.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see what else we got.
So here's Apple. It was, if I remember, 167 to 170 was where it did struggle a bit before. Yeah, see right here. So we're pretty close to that. Push over here, fail. I mean, this is, as soon as we can get a double top of some sort, I think I like this for the short. Yeah. AMC is.
See, they did a preferred stock dividend for they called it ape shares. There's they have a par value of like a penny.
Some people can take some cash. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This thing shouldn't be over $10, whatever, over $5 maybe, but it is what it is. Well, I mean, in some ways, some things have changed that they can monetize, but not their core business. Airbnb. Let's take a look. We have not looked at it yet. But we basically, I think this is the one I was looking for, the dip and rip. I didn't get enough of a dip. But it pushed, came back, held, and started pushing back to this red to green, crossed, and now moving higher. So with Airbnb, I think this is, let's take a look at what Booking did. It's kind of expecting that to kind of go up too, because of what Airbnb did. So this is another gap, looking for the dip and for the grind, and we sure enough got that grind. Tomorrow, I'm guessing that they're gonna, maybe see 1980 to 2000, maybe. This is right here is a little bit concerning. This toppy and then lower highs, but it held. So let's see what it does. I think there's a lot of waiting in the market going on for some trigger. Plus it makes a lot of sense right now to start taking some profit off if you were buying off the dips, off the lows. So those folks are also making it a little bit harder for the buyer size that wants to go higher, because I think people are also unloading into this rally.
Yep.
So, all right. I don't have too much energy in me today, so
So if you want to look at Google,
Mhm.
look at Google. At a nice point here where be interesting. I don't think I would do anything on it just to test it. I'm trying to test that 120 prior. A couple of tests up here.
so yeah. So this is 2,800. No, they had a 20-1, right?
You know what? I think it was 20-1. You're
Yeah.
right.
So no, I was 2,400.
Ah,
Yeah, bad on math.
okay, yeah.
So this is right here. Like if Google can get over this 120 with some volume, I mean this can do a fast shot to I think 125, 126.
What I was looking at.
And then I'd be looking, I want one of these.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Give us a nice rip. 128, 130. Fail. Break this 126, and then let's write it back down.
Yep. That was one.
Top might be a kind of finally done selling too. That came down to 30, 32. It's back 40.
Team.
So I would also take a look at this as a possible, mover out of the consolidation. Team. Yeah, wow, it's getting a little extended here. But if their ER was good, maybe and markets holds, this could be one that runs back 240, 280 back into this area. It's got a lot of room.
255 after hours, right?
Oh, did they report tonight?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. If it was good, conference call went good. It might be something to look at, keep an eye on for tomorrow.
Team is all right, so we had some.
I'm just trying to bring up some different things that maybe we haven't looked at or talked about.
Yeah, no. Tomorrow we'll make sure I'll bring on team. What was the other one that had the ER? EPAM?
EPAM, absolutely. That was, I think Steve mentioned that. Yeah. Steve
and then there was something else that was gapping tonight. Oh, AMC. Okay, so we've got a few to look at tomorrow.
Was it NET the other one? NET, I think might have been the other one.
Yes.
That had a big one. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna have some good plays tomorrow, or we should. Especially with these gaps. And if we get to pick up a decent read on which way it's gonna go, probably could provide some good cash. And then now got some sort of pump, a volume spike at the end of the day today. So we'll see what happens with this 505 area tomorrow, 508, 510. And now if it clears 508, maybe it gets hauling, right? If it clears 508, maybe take 510, 515 calls. See if it gets to 520, 520 plus. But then on the flip side, if it pushes and fails, might not be a bad short. So, all right. With that, I'm actually gonna need to call it for myself. And I want to thank everybody for coming. Are there any questions about trading or anything you want to go over before we sign off?
Don't see any questions from anyone.
All right. Well.
Sorry, I just saw something headline, but not worthy
Okay.
Distracted. I apologize, everyone.
Okay. All right,
Thanks for
great.
joining us. We really appreciate it. Please, just message us, tweet at us, YouTube, whatever it is, your questions, charts you want us to review, how we can help you. That's what we're here for. We're here to support you guys on your trading journey. So let us know what we can do best to support you. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. And let's get ready for 1000% Friday. Let's see if we get a 10 bagger tomorrow. That'd be great. Okay, take care, everyone.
All right, later, guys.